Welcome back to class, you double OGs to the beat don't stop till you get enough shot, your boy. Today's class is going to be about money management and debt. And for the first 4 to 5 minutes of class, we're going to have a sub for today. Hey, chill. You're going to have your limelight right now. You're going to have your limelight. Remember, class, pay attention, take notes. If I get any complaints, you're going to hear about it in the next video. Ahora sí, ya, take it away.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Roberto. I'm back. Second video of my cousin Cesar. So I'll be talking to you guys about 3 topics. The first one's 10%. The second one is the need or the want, and the third one's going to be debt stacking. So let me get to the first one real quick. So the first one is the 10%. So the 10% pretty much is what the experts say, that if you save 10% of every check you guys make, you guys are going to be well off for retirement. That's as well, if you invest it in the right place. So for example, let's say you guys make $1,000 a week, so that's $4,000 at the end of the month. You do the 10%, it's $400. So if you guys stay consistent and invest every month the $400 for the example that I'm giving you guys are going to be well off later for retirement. And that leads off to the need and the want, because maybe you guys are thinking like, well, I'm working this and I'm working these hours, and I mean, I can't save that much money, whatever, but it's the need or the want. So I'm gonna give you guys a personal experience that helped me, because back in the day when I didn't really know about like investing or how to grow my money while I'm sleeping, was that I would spend a lot of money in shoes. I used to love shoes. I still love shoes, but that was something that I needed to cut back on. And hats. I would spend $150, $200 on some shoes or some hats, but then I would always say, well, I don't have money for investing, or I don't have money for this, I don't have money for that. But you guys really do. You guys just need to, one thing that I could tell you guys is do a budget. So an example of the need and the want is that I need to go grocery shopping for food. I need water to stay hydrated. But then the want is more like, I want those shoes, and yet again, you have 3 new pairs of shoes in your closet. Or I want that hat, but then you have 2 hats that you haven't used. So that's the need and the want. You choose at the end of the day. But one of the things that I really want to tell you guys, and hopefully you guys start doing it, is that I'm a true believer that if you really want to go somewhere, you want to start something, or you want something, you got to sacrifice in order for you to actually get there. So one of the things that I really wanted is financial freedom. So one of the things that I needed to sacrifice, which was the shoes and buying hats. I was spending too much money on that. With that money, I could invest it and make it grow. And that's one of the things that I want to tell you guys about the money management. And the last topic I want to talk to you guys about is debt stacking. I'm going to show you guys a visual on how debt stacking works, so you guys get a better understanding of it. And debt for me is not good. I mean, personally, I don't like that, because you guys are working so hard for you guys' money, and at the end of the day, it's like you already have your check and you already know how many bills you gotta pay, your car, your student loans, credit cards, and it's like, well, when am I gonna be able to save more money, or how am I gonna be able to keep more money? And one of the biggest reasons for me is debt. So if there's a way for me to give you a little bit of the information that I know and hopefully help you guys out to eliminate debt, that's going to be one of the ways that you guys could have more money in you guys' pocket. And hopefully you guys do take that route of investing your money. Let's check it out.
I apologize for interrupting your class, Professor Roberto, but I knew you were going to forget this. I just knew it. Why? I don't know. I felt it in my bones. But anyways, before we talk about the snowball strategy, which is the one that he's going to go into, we need to discuss the information that we're going to provide. So in red, we have the type of debt of this person that we made up, right? These are just hypothetical numbers and debts that someone owes. So on the left column, which is in red, we have the type of debt, which is a student loan. We have car loan, credit card 1, and credit card 2. We have the amount of debt that the person owes, right? So in blue, we have $20,000 into the student loan, 30 into car loan, 1,500 into credit card 1, and 3,000 into credit card 2. And these are interest rates that we made up. So now in the snowball effect, you do not take consideration the interest rate. All you're going to do is you're gonna list them starting with debt number one that you're gonna focus on paying off. That's the one that you owe the least on, which in this scenario for the snowball strategy is going to be credit card number one because this person owes 1,500. The second lowest debt that this person knows would be 3,000, which is credit card number two. So that's going to be the second one that this person focuses on paying off. Then it would be student loan, and then it's going to be car loan. So now that I've explained that, Roberto, back to you.
This is the visual example I was talking to you guys about earlier, debt stacking. So in this row or column is debt, so credit card one, credit card two, student loan, and car payment. These would be the monthly payments to a total of 1,000. You always want to go for the least debt you have. So in this example is credit card number one, which is $100 monthly. Credit card two is $200 monthly. Student loan is $300 monthly. Car payment is $400 monthly, of a total of 1,000. Once you guys pay the $100 into the credit card one, this person is already used to paying $100. So these $100 are gonna get moved to the credit card number two. These $200 stay the same. All this person is doing is stacking the $100 to the 200, which equals 300, in order for this person or this example be able to pay credit card number two, which would be $300. Student loan stays the same, 300. Car payment stays the same, of a total of 1,000. Once this person pays credit card number two, these $300 are going to get moved to the 300 of the student loan, making it 600. So it would be 300 of what they would pay for the 100 for credit card one, the $200 that they would pay for credit card two, 300, and they would add it to the 300 of student loan, making it 600. And these 600 would go straight to student loans. Car payment stays the same, 400, of a total of 1,000. Once student loans are paid, these $600 are going to get moved and be added to the $400 of the car payment. So monthly would be $1,000 straight to the car payment in order for, in this example, pay the car payment faster, and it's still $1,000. So all it is you guys are getting whatever you guys paid off. Since you guys were already used to paying that money, you guys stack it to the next goal, which would be credit card two. The next goal would be student loan, and lastly would be car payment, in order to come out of debt. Yeah. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys found this information valuable, because at the end of the day, I'm just really trying to help out with the information that I know, and hopefully, like I'm saying, hopefully you guys do find this information helpful.
How was the class? Really good? You guys behaved?
Awesome.
Alright, if you guys want to know more about him, his Instagram is
Roberto Zamora picándome el moco. Okay, boo. Okay. I think we'll get more views with the bloopers. Let's keep it chill.
How was the class? Really good?
That was great.
I'm glad you guys were. Now, before he leaves, I just want him to say his Instagram name in case you guys have questions. You just want to DM him about more information.
It's Roberto Zamora _18. And once again, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for the support. And you guys do take care.
Right. And the description for his Instagram is going to be on the video below.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you so much for being so kind to the substitute teacher. As long as you guys are nice to him, he is going to be coming back. But now, I'm tired of standing. Let's go ahead and actually take a seat. So now, where were we? I should probably move the camera down, huh? Okay, on another note, before we continue this video, all I want to say is that both me and my cousin Roberto are not financial advisors. We don't have our licenses. We do this out of fun to try to open doors for people, for them to think about certain topics, but we are not financial advisors. Please keep that in mind. In regards to debt stacking, there are two strategies when it comes to it. The first one is the one that Roberto talked about, which is the snowball effect. Regardless of the interest rate, you're going to list the debt starting from least to greatest on the balance that you owe. So that's the snowball effect. The avalanche effect, which is the one that I'll be talking about today, the way you're going to pay off the debt in this scenario, you're going to list them starting from highest interest rate to lowest. And I'll go ahead and show you guys how that looks. I'm gonna go ahead and put all the information on the computer. That way you guys get a visual of how it actually would look like.
So once again, before we go into the avalanche strategy, I'm gonna explain the information first before I actually go into it. So the same information, everything stays the same. The only difference is, given the avalanche effect, we're gonna target the debt that has the highest interest rate. So here, credit card number 2 is the one with the highest interest rate. So we're gonna focus on paying this one first. Then we're going to go to credit card number 1 because that one has 18. Then we would do student loan, and then we would do car loan. So now that we know the basis of how we're going to categorize the debt, we can actually go on to the next step. So here we have the information in regards to the avalanche strategy. We're going to set it up paying credit card number 2 first. Once we're done paying that one off, we're going to go ahead and focus on paying credit card number 1, student loan, and then car loan. But here we have on column 1 the debt that the person owes, and then we just have the monthly payments that this person pays monthly for their debt, right? So credit card number 2, just like in the other scenario, this person pays $200 every month to pay this off. $100 on credit card number 1, $300 for student loan, and $400 for a car loan, which is a total of $1,000 per month that they pay in debt. So once credit card number 2 is paid off, it's at zero, the person doesn't use it anymore, those $200 that they were paying for the credit card number 2, they're going to stack it to the payment of credit card number 1. So instead of paying originally $100 for credit card number 1, the person is already used to paying $1,000 a month in debt. So we're going to stack that. So now it's 200 plus 100. We're going to make a total payment of $300 for credit card number 1. Student loan stays the same at $300 a month, and then car loan stays the same for $400 a month, for a total of $1,000. Once credit card number 1 is at zero, we're gonna stack the $300 payment that we were doing for credit card number 1 to the student loan. So that's 300 plus 300. So now it's gonna be a total of $600 towards the student loan. Car loan stays the same at 400. Still gives you a total of $1,000 per month. Once the car loan is paid off. Once the student loan is paid off, which is at 600, we're going to stack that to the payment of the car loan, which is going to be 400. So now, in this scenario, the person, once everything else is paid off, is just going to go ahead and put $1,000 towards their car loan every single month to go ahead and get out of the debt faster. In the long run, people do tend to save more money doing this strategy because they are paying off the debt with highest interest first.
Some people might be asking or wondering what's the benefit of doing the snowball effect, given that you might be paying more interest in the long run. The benefit for me when it comes to the snowball effect is all mental and psychological, because by focusing on paying off the debt that you owe the least on, you will pay it off sooner. By putting them on the list of least to greatest in debt, the person who targets the debt that they owe the least on, once they finish paying that off, it feels like an accomplishment. They're like, yes, I got rid of one, let me focus on the other one. It's kind of like when someone goes to the gym for the very first time, or they've gone to the gym and they stopped going for, like, let's say 3 months. You're not gonna start off doing 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, right? You're gonna do baby steps. You're gonna slowly increase. That's kind of how the snowball effect works. You start off by doing 10 push-ups, 20 sit-ups. That's paying off the debt where you owe the least amount on. Once you finish with that you feel accomplished, okay, let me move on to the second one. Then you focus on working on the second debt that you owe. It's all psychological. That's the benefit of it. The benefit of the avalanche effect would be that, yes, theoretically you will pay off your debt sooner and with less interest, because you are paying off the one with the highest interest first, so you'll be saving money in the long run. At the end of the day, it depends on the person. If you do have debt and you're trying to pay it off, as long as you pay off the debt, that's all that matters, regardless if you pick the avalanche effect or the snowball effect. As long as you pay off your debt, that's all that matters.
And I just want to say thank you again if you guys lasted to this part of the video, for watching it, you know, taking the time to actually watch my videos. I really do appreciate it. Please don't forget to play heads up 7 up with the like button. If you guys have any comments, I really would like it if you guys engage in the comments, you know, so I can actually get some feedback. What you guys like, what you guys don't like, what I need to improve on, you know, feel free to comment down below. The more we engage, the better, because remember, this is a class. So the more questions, comments you guys do put, the better for me. And once again, thank you again for taking the time to watch my videos. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to inform people about certain topics. Like I mentioned in my very first video that I did, I wished that school would have gone through stuff like this when it comes to financial literacy. So that's what I'm trying to do. If you guys found this video informative, or you guys learned something new, all I ask that you guys play heads up 7 up with the like button, that you guys comment and share it, please and thank you. Today's bar of the day is going to be by Chris Webby. What you spend on a necklace, I get it and invest it, and then I'll get a necklace with what I made of my investment. The reason I said that bar is because I'm going to tie it into next week's class, and that's about assets versus liabilities. Now, just give me a sec. I got a bag of chips. Now I can dip. Ah, damn. Okay, let's do this one more time. Give me some chips so I can dip.